Well, maybe Guillermo del Toro's version for Netflix. Maybe that'll be better. That's not to say that Pinocchio 2022 on Disney Plus, Disney's latest live action remake of one of their classic cartoons, is bad. It's not really bad, but it's not it's not great. I feel like there's absolutely nothing special about this movie. It's literally like a shot for shot remake, just live action, of the 1940s Pinocchio cartoon. At least that's kind of what it seems. It's been a long time since I've seen the original animated version. No, I'm not that old, but I've seen it as a kid, but it's also been a long time. So I could be wrong with it being like shot for shot, but it's just, it could have been, with the talent that they had in this movie, I feel like it could have been a whole hell of a lot better. Like Tom Hanks as Geppetto, I mean, he's Tom Hanks. He's always great, except here. Like, he's unfortunately just kind of bland. And it's just so disappointing because, again, Tom Hanks doesn't really have a bad movie. Well, let me rephrase that. He doesn't really have a bad performance. I mean, he also spends most of the movie just going, Pinocchio! Pinocchio! Like, I feel like they wasted his talent. Now, in terms of the voice cast, Benjamin Evan Ainsworth, who voices Pinocchio, I mean, he did a good enough job. I think he's actually a kid voicing a kid. And I actually think he was pretty good. Joseph Gordon-Levitt as the voice of Jiminy Cricket. He did fine. He wasn't bad by any means. He wasn't great, but he did a fine job. Now, for me at least, the overall highlight of the entire movie, and its relatively short role, is Keegan Michael Key as Honest John. He was just so good. He was better than everybody else in the movie, both live action and voice cast. I mean, I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Key is just fucking hysterical in general, so. Now, the movie does feature classic tunes like When You Wish Upon a Star, Ain't No Strings on Me, and I think they're performed pretty well. They're done well, but that's not enough to be like, oh, hey, this movie's great. Overall, it's devoid of charm, of any real emotion. Like, I didn't care about the characters. Now, I knew what was going to happen because I've seen the original animated version from 1943, I think it was, 1943. I've seen that a long time ago as a kid, so I knew the story, I knew what was going to happen. But the performances overall didn't hook me in. And I feel like Disney kind of knew that, which is why they stuck it on Disney Plus and didn't release it in theaters. They knew it was not as good as they were hoping, so they knew they weren't going to make a shitload of money on it. So they were just like, oh, you know what? Disney Plus Day is coming up. Let's just throw it on Disney Plus. Now, in terms of the special effects, to create Pinocchio and Jiminy Cricket and Honest John and the Sea Monster, phenomenal. They all looked phenomenal, but then, out of nowhere, when Tom Hanks' Geppetto was like riding the waves to get out of the sea monster, the special effects looked like shit. It's like they ran out of budget at the end of the movie. At the end of the day, I feel like this is a lesson for Disney. We don't need any more live action remakes of your animated movies. We don't. Leave them alone. So far, every single one of them, from Beauty and the Beast to The Lion King to Pinocchio, they don't at all measure up to the original. And they also do absolutely nothing new to set itself apart from the original, which I feel like is important to do. Now, Pinocchio 2022, it's like I said, it's not a bad movie, but it's not a great movie. I mean, it's probably a good thing for like a family to sit down and watch together because, a little kid's gonna love it. No doubt about it. So, I'm gonna give Pinocchio 2022 I'm going to give it a D+.
Did you enjoy the review? Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to get notified when more reviews go live. Feel free to leave a comment to discuss your thoughts on the movie or show, and I will see you next time.